Peace and blessings, everyone. This is your girl, Queen of Pentacles 1111, and I am back with another Twilight Tarot pick a card reading. As you know, this is being shot at nighttime when the little ones are in bed, and I got a load of laundry going, so if you hear any background noises, please forgive me. I chose the moon cards here to represent the readings because the moon usually symbolizes, like, well, obviously nighttime, but it also symbolizes, the dream state. It symbolizes your intuition, things that are kind of hidden that you don't necessarily want to share with everybody, just things that take a little bit more delving into. All right, so let's get started. We will start with the tarot cards. I chose my minis today. This is how your loved ones come to you in your dream. So the first card is the Five of Swords. Okay. The second one is the Four of Pentacles. And the third one is the Three of Cups. There you go. So right off the bat, the vibe that I'm getting for group number one, your ancestors or your loved ones who have passed on, or your spirit guides, and I say guides because there are more than one for group number one, they often come to you in your dreams to help you resolve conflict, the conflict that is happening in your waking life. They will come to you with solutions. You know, sometimes when you're going through something and people say, oh, why don't you sleep on it? When you sleep on it and you wake up, sometimes you'll get the solution to the problem, because that's your loved ones who have come through while you were sleeping, or your spirit guides. They've come through to you when you're sleeping, and they tell you and they give you certain hints as to how to solve the problems in your reality, in your waking life. And a lot of the time we forget our dreams and we don't even realize that that's what's going on. So my suggestion to you, and that's why I have my nifty feather pen there, is to have a journal beside your bed. So when you wake up in the morning, or if you wake up in the middle of the night and you remember your dream, you should write it down, because a lot of the time there'll be stuff in there that especially for group number one, can be a solution to a problem that has been bothering you. Maybe certain people that you're in conflict with, you want to know who's your friend and who, is a snake in the grass. Money issues, even, you may get the solution to those through the help of your spirit guides or your loved ones. And just the celebration, the aspect of the celebration here is just them wanting you to win and them helping you out however they can. And they know that the easiest way to get to you is in your dreams, but you'll probably say that you forget your dreams. So that's why you need to take the journal, start the journal, and start writing, and things will become a lot more clearer for you. And then it will get to the point where eventually you can ask your loved ones, whoever you resonate with, you can ask them for help, and they will give you the answers in your dreams. All right, so let's start with the oracle cards here. Wow. Okay, so in this card we have communication is key. You just said that. So new moon in Gemini. So I think, to be honest, who comes through to you the most, group number one, in your dreams, as I see this here, is your higher self. So yes, the other energies come as well, but the one that you can call on, and the one that you communicate with the most, is your higher self. So feel free when you are going to sleep to speak, to the universe, to your higher self, to whoever it is you feel comfortable speaking to, and tell them that, or ask them for help, some kind of message that they can give you in your sleep to help you solve any problems in your waking life. Okay, and they will communicate back. I just told you communication is key. Wonderful. The next card here, okay, that one last. The next card here is Justice. Okay, that's another thing we were just saying. So everything that, any issues, any problems that you're having in your life, in your day-to-day life, in your reality that you need help with, you just have to ask and your ancestors will come through. Your ancestors, I'm just calling out any energies that are there. It doesn't have to necessarily be your ancestors, it doesn't have to be your spirit guide, but I'm just calling them out as I speak. So maybe this will kind of make an aha moment for you, and something will click. So, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels, they want things to go right for you, and they want you to win. They want you to be victorious. This celebration here, this is what they want for you in your life. So they're giving you little hints and clues to kind of perfect or improve your life and improve relationships with other people as well in your life who are maybe making things difficult for you and could be taking advantage of you, and you don't quite know how to deal with it. Well, they are helping you with that. You just have to really tune in, tap in, and try and remember to remember your dreams, or remember to record your dreams. Also, you can get you can drink certain teas that will help you with your memory. You can also carry certain crystals or keep them under your pillow at night. I know amethyst is good for dream recollection, I think, or retention. Like, you want to retain your dream, you want to hold on to it so you can at least write it down. I think amethyst is really good for that, and there are a whole bunch of other crystals that are good for that as well. So check into that, to put it under your pillow, or if you meditate, to hold it in your hand or keep it on you, near you. Have a necklace or a bracelet made out of whatever crystal will help you remember your dreams. All right, the next card says, wondrous universe, walk in beauty. Look at that. Yeah, so definitely your ancestors are letting you know. And the reason I said ancestors is because I feel like this old guy is representing a lot of wisdom. And I feel like they want you to know that life is beautiful and you deserve the best. And so they want you to, appreciate what you have. And the only way you're going to appreciate what you have is if you're successful in life. They want you to be successful, so they will... Sorry, guys, I'm just rearranging this. They want you to be successful, so they will give you little tidbits and little clues and messages as to how you can become successful in your day-to-day life. All right. Oh, I dropped a card. Okay. Surfacing. Beautiful. Surfacing means that, anything that's hidden, anything that's in obscurity and darkness, it will all come to light. Even people who you have in your life who treat you poorly, or who maybe have ulterior motives, who are, scheming behind your back kind of thing, all of that will come to light with the help of your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels, your higher self. When you pay attention, tune in, tap in to the moon and to the moon. Tune in. Sorry, I was reading the card. Tune in and tap in to your dreams and what is being communicated to you in your dreams. And I think that if you continue to write in a journal about what's going on in your dreams, sooner or later you'll see a pattern, and then you'll start to realize, okay, something is being said here. I need to pay attention to this. I need to pay attention to that. And when I have a dream about this happens. I had a friend a long time ago who, whenever she dreamed of someone cutting their hair, or someone getting their hair cut, that meant there was going to be a death somewhere, like one of her relatives or something like that, and it never failed her. So, it doesn't have to be as morbid as that or as scary as that, but it could be something like that. You can look for certain clues in your dream to find out how your people, your crew, your tribe on the other side are trying to help you. Okay, the next card is caretaker. Do you see? This is exactly what I'm trying to say. They are trying to care for you. They are trying to care for you from the other side, and by letting you know that they've got your back. Like, this is a loyal group, a loyal team that you've got going on here. You've got some loyal spirits or energies on the other side wanting to protect you and wanting to keep you safe. Like, that alone should be encouraging enough that to let you know that no matter whatever it is you're going through, no matter what you're going through in your day-to-day life, you know that on the other side you've got some serious backup. You got some serious people who are loyal and down for a cause. They want you to be okay. They want you to win. I mean, that alone should be a vote of confidence for you to go and achieve whatever it is you want to achieve in life. And that's another thing that they want you to know, that don't have any fear about things failing. Be confident, be sure of yourself, and try new things because they've got your back. But they're also telling you to ask a lot of questions to find out what's going on in your day-to-day life, and they will respond. Okay, so the last oracle card we have here is knowledge. See? So that's exactly what we're saying, knowledge. You need to take some time to journal about your dreams to find out exactly what your spirits are trying to tell you, what your loved ones are trying to tell you. You need to get in more contact with your spirit team and those who love you and those who are cheering you on from the other side. And so the only way to do that is to ask questions. You have to get to also know, like I said, the hints and the clues and the dreams and find out exactly what they mean. It's like solving a little puzzle or a riddle or cracking a code that they're trying to send to you so you all can communicate, and they can give you a quick heads up about a person or a situation that's causing you unease or maybe confusing you, or maybe something is going on behind the scenes that you are not aware of. Let's see what else I can see in the cards. Even like I said earlier, financially speaking, they're going to want you to win and be successful with money, so you don't feel so worried about not spending your money and trying to save it and, feeling worried about, I guess, going broke. They're going to help you. They're going to help you in many, many ways. And it's not like they're going to give you the numbers for the lottery. They might, but the point is they're just going to help you on how to better maneuver in your day-to-day life so you don't feel so overwhelmed or so people don't get over on you. Okay, and the last little oracle card, that was the last oracle card, but I had a little card that I wanted to add in here since it is the nighttime, and it's called telepathy tea, and this says, it's like a little spell, and it says, dandelion root tea can call upon the spirit of anyone whose advice you might need. Wow. And I shuffle these just as I shuffle all my cards. Okay, so call upon anyone whose advice you might need. Simply place a freshly brewed tea using this root on your bedroom altar or nightstand. Before you sleep, say the name of your helper deity aloud 7 times. In a dream or vision, the spirit will visit you and answer all your questions. During medieval times, the spell was used to find hidden treasure. Geoffrey Chaucer, the English poet from the Middle Ages, who was well versed in astrology and other metaphysics, recommended this tried and true tea. So use, what root is it? Dandelion root. Wow. Okay, so that goes exactly with what we were saying. Communication is key. Ask and you shall receive. And that's exactly what they're telling you. Dandelion root is a good tea for asking questions, to communicate, to gain more knowledge so that you can make things right in your day-to-day life. You could bring a lot of issues that you go through in your life to the surface, and all will be well. Okay, so group 1, that was your reading. I hope something I said today resonated with you. I do hope you take my advice and get a journal so you can write your dreams down to try and crack these codes. Please know that you are being divinely guided. I can't even speak. Divinely guided, and you are loved. So do not feel afraid. Do not feel alone. That's what they want you to know, that they want you to succeed in life and they have your back. All right, take care. Until next time, thank you for tuning in with me. Bye, guys. Hey, everyone. Thank you for tuning in with me today for this Twilight Tarot Pick a Card reading. And the topic is how your ancestors, your loved ones from the other side, come to you and communicate with you in your dreams. I chose the moon cards, obviously, because the moon, first of all, signifies nighttime when people are sleeping, but it also has a lot to do with intuition, dreams, and things that are below the surface, you know, your shadow self, that kind of stuff, your subconscious, has a lot to do with things that are somewhat hidden. So, you know, your dreams are like that a lot of the time. Sometimes they seem like they're so nonsensical, if that's a word, and you can't figure them out. But sometimes if you pay attention to what's being told to you in your dreams or communicated to you in your dreams, they will start to make sense. So let's see, maybe if we could shed some light on what's going on with group number 2. All right, I decided to use my mini cards today because I think they're so adorable. So here we go. The first one is the 9 of Swords. The second one is the 10 of Pentacles. And the third one is the Knight of Wands. Okay, so right off the bat, I feel like your loved ones, your energies from the other side, communicate with you to uplift you and to build your spirits up. I do believe that they want you to succeed, obviously, and they see this in your future, but they want to kind of, they see that sometimes you struggle with anxiety, or maybe you struggle with insomnia, sleepless nights, that type of stuff. Maybe you're a worrier, you know, somebody who just worries a lot about things, and at nighttime you can't turn your mind off. That happens to a lot of people. So they want to, or maybe if you are having like, you're worried about a presentation you have to do the next day at work or at school, or if there's some kind of big thing coming up in the next few days or something, and you're worried about it and it's coming to you, like it's stopping you from sleeping, they are going to come to your dreams to try and build you up and try and encourage you to do the best you can and to give you the courage to be victorious with whatever it is you put your mind to. They want you to overcome your obstacles. Maybe you are a shy person, maybe you're a naturally anxious person, and they come into your dreams in ways to encourage you. So maybe in your dream you'll be like a superhero. Maybe in your dream you will be able to fly. Maybe in your dream you will be a superstar. Something in your dream to help boost you up. You ever have one of those dreams where it's like the best dream ever and you wake up the next day and you feel like, man, I can accomplish anything? Well, that would be, if you say yes, anyone in group 2, then that would be your ancestors, your spirit guides, your higher self coming to you in the dreams to try and boost your morale, so that when you wake up the next day and you go to confront all of those obstacles or all of those things in your life that you that you usually would kind of run from, they give you the courage to do so. They give you the courage, and they may be, maybe when you, the night before, if you have a presentation the day before, you go to bed and you think, oh my God, I'm so nervous, how am I going to get through this? And then you go to the presentation and you rock it out. That's because in your sleep, whether you remember the dream or not, your spirit team on the other side have been coaching you and soothing you and encouraging you and building you up, so that the next day, whether you know it or not, subconsciously they've already done the work through your dreams, and you wake up and you feel like you can take on the world. Because I feel like this is something that you want a lot. The family, the money, the stability, just the contentment, the peace, and your spirit team understands this. So they are doing what they can from their side to build you up and boost up your confidence so that you could go out there and take on the world to achieve this 10 of Pentacles. Okay? Because otherwise you might not. Because if you're a naturally shy person, or if you're an anxious person, if, a worrier, if you get depressed, or you lack self-confidence, you may not achieve those things just outright on your own. So your spirit team knows this, and they're patient with you, and lovingly they want to encourage you through your dreams. All right, so let's look at the oracle cards and see what we got. Okay, perfect. It says, this one says, it's time to release negativity. All right, so like I was just saying a minute ago, maybe if you have lower self-esteem, or your confidence is pretty low, or you're nervous about something because you feel like maybe you can't accomplish something that you want to, well, your ancestors, your spirit teams, your angels, your spirit guides, they are coming through to boost you up and to help you release some of that negativity, so that, and in the most painless, merciful, and gentle way, I would say, because a lot of the time they're doing it in your sleep. So it's like a subconscious type of thing. So you don't even really realize what's going on. They're helping you to release a lot of traumas that have taken place maybe in your childhood that have caused you to feel, let's say, insignificant or insecure or inferior, or to lack that courage to get up and take on whatever obstacles, confront them head on, whatever obstacles you have in your day-to-day life. They are doing it in a very gentle and loving way. They're helping you to release these traumas and these negative feelings while you sleep. All right. So the next oracle card is inspiration. There you go. So like I was just saying, they're giving you the inspiration when you're asleep to take on the world, to wake up and feel like, yeah, I can do this. You know, life is, it's not always easy. It's not always, you know, unicorns and lollipops, but I can do this. I can take it on. I just feel strong this morning. I feel encouraged. I feel like I can do whatever I put my mind to. All the goals I want to achieve, I could definitely achieve them. That is your spirit team. They put that in there. They gently and lovingly plant that seed within you when you are going to sleep. So when you're sleeping, pay attention to dreams where you are a superhero, or where you can fly, or where you do some heroic deed or a miraculous thing, or if you're a superstar or something along those lines and you're getting some kind of accolades. Pay attention to those dreams. And like I said to group 1, I encourage you, when we're dealing with dreams, to get a dream journal or create a dream journal. Just get a notebook and a pen, put them beside your bed. And when you wake up, as soon as you wake up, if you can remember anything about your dream, write it down. Do that every day for a month, and eventually you'll see some kind of pattern. When you see the pattern, then you can crack the code and you can hear exactly what they're trying to tell you. But I think with group number 2, it's not so much about communicating, it's more about feeling. And you are going to get to feel when you've had a dream and some kind of message from your spirit team. Because when you wake up in the morning, you'll feel refreshed, you'll feel like you're well rested, your mind will feel clear, things won't feel as heavy and as dire, or, you know, like you won't have to worry, like the presentation won't seem as dreaded anymore or frightening anymore. You feel like you could actually take it on. It's within your power. And when you feel like that, know that your spirit team was working hard throughout your night or your sleeping time to help encourage you. Okay? So the next oracle card is passion and play, passion and pleasure, savor your life. So that basically goes along with this card here, I would say, the 10 of Pentacles. And that's just showing you that your ancestors, your spirit team, they really want you to enjoy your life. They want you to savor your life. And the only way you're going to do that is through confidence and feeling secure, feeling powerful, feeling capable. If you don't feel those things, you're not going to be able to achieve much, really, because you're not going to have the courage to do it. And that's just the way it goes, right? If you want to get something, you got to get up and grab it a lot of the time. And if you're shy or if you're anxious about it, sometimes you may get overlooked, unfortunately. And so they want you to have the good life. They want you to be comfortable in your own skin. They want you to be comfortable in your life. They don't want you to be struggling. They don't want you to have sleepless nights such as this one, or suffer from insomnia or depression or anxiety. So they're in your sleep subconsciously, loving you, encouraging you, and I think it's really sweet. It almost reminds me of the way a mother would do with her child when she's sleeping, whispering sweet nothings in the baby's ear, or singing a lullaby to the child even though they're still sleeping. You know, those types of things are a true symbol of real love. If you could still be pouring into somebody when they're not even awake or aware of what you're doing, it's obviously because you're only doing it for their benefit, right? That is a true symbol of love. And that's exactly how your spirit team feels about you. All right, so the last oracle card we have here is Fairy Magic. Ooh, okay, so, and doesn't she kind of look like a fairy? Right, sort of. She got that little magic on the tip of her fingers there. All right, so fairy magic. That's another way that you can tell that your ancestors, your spirit team, your spirit guides, all of those who love you on the other side, that's a good way for you to tell that they've been coming to you in your dreams. You will see fairies in your dream. So when you're recording your dreams, pay attention to fairies, okay? Because that's them. And don't just say, oh yeah, there was a fairy in my dream. Okay, what was happening in the dream? What did the fairy do in the dream? How did you feel about the fairy? And how do you feel now? You know, just take account of what's going on in the dream and it will eventually start to make sense. Okay, that was the last oracle card, but I thought I would just have a little fun and add in one of these cards. I shuffled them just like I shuffled the tarot cards and the oracle cards, so let's see what yours says. Group number 2. It says, Moonstone is a psychic mirror, especially for females. Wise women of ancient India were the first to figure this out. If you're feeling out of sorts or off-center, turn to this lovely stone, sacred to the shining orb in our night sky. Under moonlight gaze, first at the moon and then at your smooth round moonstone. Okay, let me read that again. Under moonlight gaze, Under moonlight, gaze first at the moon and then at your smooth round moonstone and look for the answer to your personal mystery. A message will come to you in the form of a dream this night. Keep a journal at your bedside to record this moonlit message. See, I was just talking about the journal. Absolutely. So, hold that moonstone. That's a perfect, that's just like perfection. Hold the moonstone and keep it under your pillow and maybe things will be a little bit more clear to you as to how your spirit team comes to you, or not only how, but just the message that they want to send to you, or the words of encouragement that they have for you. You know, I feel I'm getting a sense of pride that they have for you, that they want you to be proud of you. And that's why they're working diligently when you are asleep, so they can get you subconsciously, because that's where it matters. All right, so group number 2, I hope something I said today resonated with you. This was your reading, and I do hope that you take heed if you haven't already done it, and get a dream journal. It's very important if you're interested in communicating with your loved ones on the other side. All right, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. You are appreciated. Until next time, bye guys. Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in for another pick a card reading for my Twilight Tarot segment. As you know, these videos are shot at night when the kitties are in bed, and got a load of laundry going, so excuse me, please bear with me if you hear some background noise. All right, so this topic for group number 3 is going to be, as you well know, how your spirit team communicates with you through dreams. And let's go to the tarot cards right now. All right, the first one that we see here is the 8 of Swords. I used my mini ones for this. I hope you all can see it. The second one is 6 of Pentacles. One of my favorite cards. And the last one is the Queen of Wands. All right, let's get down to business. All right, right off the bat, group number 3, I see 2 things going on here. One, I do believe when you have dreams of being a superhero, or you're very confident, or you're very celebrated like a celebrity, or you're like really popular, that kind of stuff, I do believe that that is a sign from your spirit team trying to send you some messages. And I also feel like if you have dreams of ancient times or medieval times, or the times where you're like a witch or a sorcerer or something like that, that is also a time when your spirit team is coming through to you. I do believe that you are very old. There are a lot of you who are very old souls in group number 3, and you maybe carry even some of the traumas from your past lives over into this one, where maybe you were from the time of, you know, like long ago, where you were being persecuted and accused of being a witch, a lot of you, and you brought over some of the traumas now. And that could be why a lot of you are very anxious in nature, but it could also be why a lot of you are very intuitive as well. And you resonate a lot with nature, and that's where you feel more comfortable. A lot of you may have even cats, or have like just an attraction to cats, like a love for cats, anything feline. But I do believe, like, and even like in your style, the way you carry yourself, you maybe, you know, have that kind of look of more, you know, the way you dress is not like current and trendy. You have more of a traditional, maybe classic taste, I would say. So definitely look forward to that. Like I said, look out for that. Like I said, for groups 1 and 2, try and keep a journal beside your bed and a pen, so that when you wake up in the morning or in the middle of the night, you can write down what you've dreamt. And if by chance any of those dreams have to do with you being a superhero, a star, someone famous, someone loved, beloved by everybody, or back in the days where there were dragons or witches, or even back to ancient Egypt, if you have dreams like that, that is your ancestors and your spirit team trying to get through to you, to give you some messages or just encouragement in your waking life. And it's also the reason they're reaching you in that way is because a lot of it does stem from, you know, the real past lives that you've lived. And like I said earlier, this is like for those of you who are old souls. Some of you don't even know if you're an old soul, but chances are the people around you know if you're an old soul or not. You can tell even like a young child if they're an old soul or not. They're little kids, but you see them as being like a 90-year-old person. And some of you, group number 3, you may have even been told that before. You seem like an old soul. Or maybe some other people will say, like, tease you and call you grandpa or grandma or whatever, you know. But that is the truth. You have lived many lifetimes, and a lot of them were from the medieval times or from antiquity, ancient Egypt, Atlantis, those types of things. Okay, let's get into the oracle cards. Alright, so this oracle card says empowerment. And as you see, look at this woman on here. Doesn't she kind of look like what you would think, or what they portray witches to look like in shows, right? And that goes along with exactly with what I was saying. And but you know, a lot of the time, I don't know why I'm saying this message, but when I think of witches, modern day and from past times, a lot of it had to do with empowerment. A lot of it had to do with using nature and embracing nature, working with nature, empowering yourself with nature. So all of the negative connotations and stigmas that were placed upon witches were totally unfounded. And this is exactly what I think your ancestors or your spirit teams will tell you in your dream. That is what they're trying to push. The message they're trying to give you is a message of empowerment. Because maybe a lot of you are in a position right now where you're feeling like you're helpless or powerless. And that's why you may be feeling like this 8 of Swords here sometimes, where you feel like you are kind of stuck in your life. So your spirit team will be coming through to you to try and give you confidence, to try and make you feel powerful. And they do that. And the reason they, you know, make you somebody who's powerful in your dreams because they want you to carry that over into your real life. And the reason they send you dreams, or you have dreams about witches and those type of things, because that was when you did feel most empowered, was because you worked with nature and you were in tune with nature, and you were able to create things out of nothing, an alchemist of sorts. And that was when you felt the most powerful and the most imbalanced, and like you were living your purpose. So coming back to you in dreams, the best time of your life, or the best lifetime that you lived, should I say, they'll bring that back to you in the dream, so it can give you that sense of empowerment once again. All right, so this oracle card says, unknown territory, you are exactly where you need to be. All right, so they're encouraging you. This is a little side note. They're encouraging you to not worry, to not feel like you're stuck, like this card here. Don't be worried. You shouldn't have sleepless nights. I know a lot of us, sometimes we suffer from insomnia because of the things that we're feeling. Like when it's in our mind, when we're very much in our mind, it tends to feel a lot more huge than it really is. And so they're just encouraging you to feel empowered, to know that you belong right here where you are in this lifetime, experiencing what you're experiencing for your elevation, for your ascension. So don't question your purpose. Don't question, if this is where you should be in life. This is exactly where you should be, and you are on the right path. Okay? The next oracle card is contact. Beautiful. Okay, so definitely I believe that they are trying to contact you, and they will definitely contact you through your dreams. So this group number 3, like, this is an obvious message here from your spirit team telling you that, like, we're sending you messages and we want to communicate with you, but you have to take heed to what we're saying. Because probably you, like many other people, when you have a dream, you wake up and you forget about it. And that's, like, I'm sure a large amount of the population who do that. So they are trying to communicate to you. So get that journal, get to writing when you wake up, and pay attention to when you see those things in your dreams. All right, so next oracle card. This is a beautiful card, number 1. And number 2, divinity. All right, so you are definitely being divinely guided. You are being divinely supported. You are being divinely led. You are, like anything you can think of, you are supported. You have the support from your team on the other side. So they're just trying to encourage you not to worry. They're just trying to remind you of when you were your most powerful. When do you feel your most empowered? They remember that in your lifetimes, it was back in those old times that you felt most empowered. But today they want you to tap into what makes you feel most empowered now and run with that. Okay, because they want you to get away from this. They want you to get away from that. That feeling of being, look, this person is bound, they're blindfolded, and the swords are all around them, and their power has been taken from them. Their power has been stripped from them. So they want you to find the empowerment. Sorry, I'm just looking at all of the images. And it's almost like these two are the same people. It's just that maybe she was feeling empowered and then they stripped her of her power, or she gathered her strength and she somehow escaped this situation and now here she is. I like that story better. So yeah, that's basically what they're trying to tell you, is that you may feel like this person who has no power, but that is not who you are. You are an empowered person, and they know that. They know you well, and they've been there with you through lifetimes, over and over again, time and time again, and they've seen you be empowered. They've seen you also be stripped of your power, but they want you to regain that. And maybe now you're feeling powerless. Maybe now you're feeling helpless, or like there's nowhere to turn. Maybe you're stuck where you're living. Maybe you're stuck in a relationship you're not happy in, or at a job, a dead-end job where you feel like you're not going anywhere. But soon, pay attention to what's going on in your dreams. They will give you little messages that will help you to overcome those feelings and to regain and reclaim your power. All right, the last oracle card, yes, the last oracle card we have here is a personal issue reaches resolution. There you go. Like I was just saying to you, they will help you resolve any issues that you have. Like I was saying, if you're living somewhere that you're not happy in, if you're at a dead-end job that makes you unhappy, or a relationship where you don't feel fulfilled, they will help you. They will send you messages to help you solve those problems if you feel like you have nowhere to turn. But pay attention to those dreams where you're super powerful, or when you're a witch, or with a dream with dragons, or in ancient Egypt. Pay attention to those dreams, because that means they're trying to come to you. All right, so the last little card that I did here, I thought it was just fun to add it in here. It's a little spell card. I shuffle these just as I shuffle my tarot cards and the oracle cards, so I'll just read it to you today. I'll just read it to you now. Okay, it says, Dream Mist Potion. Sleeping on crisp, clean, herb-scented sheets always make for the soundest sleep and delicious dreams. Let me move it up for you. Here is a potion for dreamers. 4 drops of lavender oil, 3 drops of chamomile oil, 3 drops of orange oil, and 4 ounces of distilled water. Shake the oils and water in a colored glass spray bottle or mister. 15 minutes before you retire, spray your bed, linens, bath towel, pillow, and all around your room. You may want to keep a dream journal by your bed to record what happens during the night. Perfect. So there you go. You can spray a little of that on your bed linens and your towels, and that will help you with your dreams. And they also said, they referenced the journal to put by your bedside, so you can write down what happens in your dreams. They may not make sense to you the first week, the second week, but check by the end of the month. If you see some kind of patterns to your dreams, then it might start making sense, and then you'll be able to crack the code as to what your loved ones are trying to tell you. Group number 3, that was your reading. I do hope that something I said resonated with you, and I do hope that you take heed and get the dream journal to write down what's going on in your dreams. You may not make sense of it the first week or the second, but surely by the end of the month, you'll be able to see some kind of patterns, and that way you'll be able to crack the code as to what your spirit team is trying to tell you, to help bring you some ease and comfort, to better maneuver your waking life. Okay, so peace and blessings to you all. Thank you for tuning in with me again. Until we see each other next time. Bye, guys.